CTV News at 6 with Hudson MACK.
Good evening. Thank you for being here. We begin this hour with a close encounter between a man and a cougar. An encounter so close the man was able to snap a photo of the big cat as it stared him down. It happened Sunday afternoon in a popular provincial park just outside Victoria. The man was walking with his dog when the dog disappeared. Seconds later, he knew his pet was in trouble. CTV's Louise Hartland reports.
It's definitely a rush to see a cougar that close and then have it stay there.
Jeremy Scott relives what happened to him and his dog Memphis late yesterday afternoon. They were out for a trail run in Gowwlland Tod Provincial Park when Memphis took off after a deer. Jeremy heard a bark and he knew his well-behaved pit bull was in trouble.
And I looked up and 6 feet away there's a cougar.
Memphis was under attack.
I wasn't expecting a cougar. I thought the deer that originally came down the trail was what the deer decided to turn on him. But yeah, a cougar, that's a shock. And then I looked up and the cougar was there, and then we backed up and the cougar just stayed there and we had a little staring contest.
Just enough time for Jeremy to take out his camera phone and snap this picture.
And then he had a giant hole in the top of his head, puncture wound under his ear, another good puncture wound in his side, and then so we went straight to the vet.
This is really lucky. I mean, it helps being a muscular dog. There's scuff marks all down in here. There's some prints down in here.
Today, Jeremy is back with the BC Conservation.
The slope here is the cougar probably attacked the dog. There was a bit of a rolling motion. The dog threw it off. Cougar might have fallen down a little ways down the slope. The dog came running back up as Jeremy got here and met his dog. And now the cougar kind of comes up, looking up the hill.
Conservation officers say the wild animal was displaying normal behavior and says yesterday's incident is a warning for dog owners.
You keep your dog on a leash and there's less chance you're going to have this encounter here. Because when a dog's running around, and especially if it's chasing deer, there's just that opportunity for the cougar to, hey, what's that thing? I'm going after that. It's a little smaller, maybe a little easier target to get.
A message most dog owners in the park seem unconcerned about despite warnings. But Jeremy says he will be more careful with Memphis after a close encounter neither will ever forget.
CTV's Louise Hartland joins us now, live with more on the story. Louise, this is just the latest on a long list of cougar sightings we've reported in and around the capital region. Why the spike right now?
Hudson, deer are the main prey for cougars, and as the deer move into our neighborhoods, the cougars follow. The Conservation Service says you need to be aware and prepared if you're in a remote area such as the Highlands. Carry bear spray, keep pets on a leash, and hike in a group. And if you do see a cougar, pick up your children, back away slowly, do not run, make yourself look big, and give it an escape route. When you're safe, call conservation right away at 1-877-952-7277.
As we saw in your report, if it hadn't been a bull terrier, if it hadn't been a dog like Memphis, this could have been much different, huh?
That's right. They said because of his size and his strength, he was able to fend for himself.
All right. Louise Hartland, thank you.
You're welcome.